And just like that, we're back. The Pew Podcast. Starring C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, Javis Mays, Ron Todd, Sam Jackson, and the legendary Monique Walker. Hold on to your seats. We talk about everything on the Pew.
Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pew. My name is Ron Todd, and I see my man Sam Jackson is in the building. What's up, Sam? Sam? Well, Angel Livers is in the building. Angel Nicole, what's up, cousin?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. You look amazing,
As
as
always.
always. Right. As always. I feel like I need headphones. Hold on, guys. Sam, you with us?
Yeah, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's good with you?
Not
I'll
much,
get my
man.
headphones too. Guys.
Okay, so I just put my earphones in, hoping that that would take care of the echo.
Do you guys still hear it with me?
No,
I
you
don't
good.
Okay.
As you're coming in, you know how we do it every week. Make sure you say hey to us so that we can say hey back to you and give you a little shout out. Make sure you like and share. We have an amazing show today. Our numbers are really low so far, so come on, hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are on tonight. It's going to be a good one. I am so excited.
Why
So
would not be
excited.
so good?
Well, you know, the Pew, we always bring you hot topics from a Christian perspective, and today we are talking about some pretty juicy topics.
Okay.
So I'm excited about it. All right, let's see. I see Cambria Mayfield, one of our new regulars. She watches from YouTube. Hello, Cambria. Good to see you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. She says, "Hey, Pew crew, what's up? It's Pew's Day. What's up? I love
Yeah,
it."
let's get it.
Oh, there's Lady J, Lady Hawkins. She says, "Hey, y'all. Hey, Lady J. So good to see you. Thank you for watching tonight." There is my New York brother. He is here, Kevin Moore. He says, "Good evening, Pew crew." What's up, Kevin? Every time, Kevin, I swear, every time you come on, I think about little rats crawling around New York. And I'm just like.
Why?
And Kevin sent me an article the other week showing me how they have like another rat issue. So I'm just like, every time I think about New York, I think about rats and I don't want to go.
Oh my god.
Okay. My assistant is here. Hey, Keisha. She says, "Hey, Pew crew. Happy Pew's Day. Happy Pew's Day." Yes. I love it. Renee Rogers says, "Good evening, Pew crew." Good evening, Renee. So glad that you made it. Y'all make sure you hit that share button. Share this broadcast, please. Lady J says, "But why though?" Because, oh, I forgot. Lady J, because I heard, nothing against your hometown, but I heard that New York is full of rats. And that I'm really nervous to go
Full of
visit
rats.
because of the rats.
Most major cities are full of rats.
True. Kevin says, "Gee, thanks." Right. Mary says, "Good evening, Pew crew." Good evening, Mary. Thank you so much
What's
for being
going
here.
on?
Another one of our faithful viewers. We appreciate you. Lady J says, "Think about New York pizza." Right. Okay.
That part.
Right.
That'll take away that rat fear.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll think about that. All right, guys. As you continue to come in, we'll continue to shout you out. But again, we're super excited about today's show. We're glad that you guys are here. But let's jump into our panel because I want to know what's been going on with you, Sam Jackson, since the last
Yo,
time we were
what's
on.
going on, man? About to finish up the school year, man, with the young kids, with the young people. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to a great summer.
Wait, you said you're
Um,
looking forward to it?
yeah, forward to a great summer.
Oh, I thought you were looking forward to the kids being out of school.
Oh no, that's on them. They can do whatever they need
Right.
to do.
Right.
Now I'm gonna miss
He
my shorties though over the summer, but
he works in the school district.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I mean, you got little kids. And
Yeah, I got little kids too, but
well,
but
I am not ready.
No, I get it. I understand. No, but I'm looking forward to the school year ending and getting into the summer. Um, I just taught last week, so that was a good thing for my
Yes.
week. Um,
I did check out a little bit of your teaching. It's like literally right before my service, so
yeah.
I'm always able to get a little bit, and I got to go back and rewatch. But you were giving some great nuggets. I was
Hey,
super
to
super
God be the
proud,
glory, bro. To God be the
super
glory.
proud.
Just looking forward to the summer and um still doing the business. I just started my live trading account, so that's going on. So just easy work, man. I'm
Well,
smooth.
I'm also very excited about you and your wife's new business, and I love it. So we got to shout it out. Breath of Fresh Air
Praise to
LLC,
God be the
our
glory.
hands to your home. And so I want you to tell everybody. Of course, you guys are based out of the Battle Creek, Michigan area, but
Yeah.
you will travel to what cities?
Um, we can go as far as Indiana, um, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Michigan area. We can go to Detroit, Grand Rapids, Lansing, Kalamazoo, Jackson, Ben Harbor, wherever Southwest Michigan, Southeast side of Michigan. Um, we travel, man. So we to wherever God leads us, man. That's where we willing to help out and give people what they need.
That's what's up. I love that, man. So tell everybody how they can contact you guys for these services.
We gotta we're actually working on a business page through Facebook and through Instagram, and also we're working on a website as we speak. Actually, man, I just got in contact with my guy the other day, and he's working on it diligently, man. So we're gonna try to get that out a little bit after the summer starts, and so we got business cards and everything like that. You can contact us through email, breath of fresh air 0222 at gmail.com. So
Keisha, can you get that in the chat box for me? Breath of Fresh Air 0222 at gmail.com.
yep, at
All right.
gmail.com.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
What is breath of fresh air? What do y'all do?
Oh, I didn't mention that. Sorry, I apologize. Breath of Fresh Air is a cleaning and organizing business that me and my wife started this year in February. So we just getting it up and running, and a cleaning business where, like I said, our hands in your home. We're just looking to be able to do things that you're not able to do because one, you either working a lot or you just really don't want to do it. So yeah, she said that part.
I love that
No, I feel
because
it.
that type of business is always needed because I mean you got people like Angel and I who are always doing something, and it's not that we're not
Yeah,
clean people, but it's nice to have a company that can come in and take care of those needs. And
yeah, and,
yeah,
I
and
literally like when I had my first kid because I had reoccurring miscarriages. So when I finally had my son, I made a commitment to myself that I didn't want to waste time cleaning my house, even though that sounds like really weird. I really wanted to allocate that time to be with my kids. I really wanted to allocate that time to really be mom and be all family
yeah,
oriented. But yeah, so it's definitely important.
yeah. Keisha, add a number, another two to that.
so Breath of Fresh Air 0222 at Gmail, Keisha.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Do you
no,
do you
I
live where do you live, Angel?
In the DC area.
Hey, I travel too. We'll travel to help you out. Hey, look here. We trying to do big with this thing. Really,
Yeah, we going global.
just yeah, we trying to do some things with this, man, because it's important for people to know that there's African American businesses out here that want to serve you and really want to serve you because of relationship and because God. That's God is who He is. So
Right.
right.
as long as we continue to serve the people, I know that the business will do what it needs to do, and God will send us the people that we need to be in contact with and network with as well.
Awesome. There it is. Breath of Fresh
Yeah,
Air
there it is.
0222 at gmail.com. So if you need some
No, that's not
services,
right. It
No,
H.
that's not
That's
right
like
either.
SH.
okay, wait.
Ryan, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm an editor, so I
Fresh
read real fast.
Air.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think I did it right.
Breath.
Is that right?
My guy. That's it right there, G.
All right.
That's it.
Very cool. All right, guys. So make sure you email them if you're looking for some cleaning services, which we all need at some point. Check out Breath of Fresh Air LLC. Their hands to your home. I absolutely love that slogan, by the way. All right. So Miss Livas is in the building, Angel Nicole. And I'm super excited because, by the way, I just got to see Angel over the weekend at our cousin's wedding. And it's so funny because I think I've seen you more in the pandemic than
I know before. Between virtual prayer breakfasts and
Listen here, but it's so wonderful.
parties.
I think Sam, it's been really difficult. I know for me because, and I talk to my sister about this all the time. We all grew up like cousin siblings because our parents were all so close.
And it's 10 of
The
them.
Todds are so interesting where their sibling relationship is like those are their friends for many of them, should I say.
Right.
So growing up, like that was their thing. Like they hung out with each other, they got together with each other, which means we were there too. So it was nothing, this time of year for us to be over at Angel's house in their jacuzzi or on their slip and slide, or in their basement watching a movie. Like it was nothing for us to be with them. That's just what we did.
Yeah.
So as we got older and got married and had children, it's been tough because it's so different. And so what I'm learning to do is to cherish the moments that we have when we can sit and break bread, even if it's at a big event like a wedding, and try to have as many conversations within the moment as we can, because it's hard, because when you grow up with people, we enjoy our lives and we have very successful moments, but at the same time, it's nothing like family. So
Yeah.
And
it's
I think it's
nice.
hard too, like, because we all have kids. Like, my kids don't know most of their cousins.
No.
As,
Which is so strange because
Yeah.
we grew up knowing each other very well.
very well.
So
Too well.
for our kids not to know each other it's tough, and I think we're gonna do our best to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pastor Darlene says, "Praise the Lord, Pastor Ron, Todd, and Pew crew. God continue to bless you all richly. Looking forward to another great episode." That's very, very sweet. Thank you so much, Pastor Darlene. I appreciate you being here. I know your show, your Praise Break show, comes on at 9:30, so I appreciate you tuning in to us as long as you can. Lady J said, "Like and share if you haven't." Thank you so much. Please like and share. Let's get these numbers up. But yeah, so it's been difficult. So it's always good when we can see our family and get together. And it's always good when our hosts show up for work, like Javis Mays. Hello, Javis.
Hey, what's up, bro?
I'm sorry, Javis. Here we go.
I was trying to get
It is so good to see you. So good to see
trying
you,
to get here,
Javis.
man. I've been working all day, but I was like, I got to get on here tonight. So I'm here, man. What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's
Not too
going on,
much.
bro?
So I'm excited because you remember my cousin Angel Nicole. She's here filling in for Ashley tonight because it's Best's birthday. We all know Best. We always say Best. So
Yeah.
that's Ashley's best friend, and it's his birthday tonight. So we definitely want to say on behalf of the Pew, because Best is a faithful viewer, happy birthday, Best. And,
Happy birthday.
Hope
Happy
you
birthday.
guys are having an amazing time. Oh, Lord, here we go. Hi, Javis. Let's get it out, ladies. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. Hi,
What up, dude?
hi.
Well, don't do me. Don't do me.
Hi.
Listen. They-
Okay, anyway, so we were talking about Angel because I just saw Angel this weekend because we were at our cousin's wedding, and so that was super, super dope. But Angel, you have so much going on. A lot of people don't know that you are the first African American woman to have her own podcast network.
wow.
So let's talk about the Alive Podcast Network. I'm so proud, ecstatic, excited. Like, words cannot even explain how huge this is. But tell everybody how this came about.
Um, Pretty much it came about because I've been working in the industry for about 22 years and entertainment industry. And one of the things that I continued to see was that I felt like Black voices were being silenced continuously, whether it was in television, movies, audio. And the last time that it was happening, I was working on a particular show. It was great numbers, great feedback, and all that. And they just decided, hey, like, we just want to go in a different direction. We don't have to stay committed to your show. And it made me realize that these big corporations aren't necessarily committed to amplifying Black voices and really having a space for Black people to really engage within their community. And so, yeah, I said, well, why not me be the person to create that space for people? I've been in the industry long enough. I've created shows for Larry King, Jane Pauley, Tamar Braxton, a slew of other people. So why not, create a space for people to be able to have their voices heard and really create community for Blacks.
Absolutely. And so, I know a few people were asking me, like, oh my gosh, like, I have content, I have shows. How can I get on Alive?
They can contact us. They can send us a note and schedule a consultation at dcmc.as.me/discovery and have a conversation. They'll send us like an episode or two. We'll listen to it. I'm really big on making sure that all of the content is aligned with either inspiration, information, or innovation. But the quality of the content is what's most important. And making sure that when we go to tune to something, because sometimes I mean this in my most spiritual way, Black people stuff be nigger rigged a little bit. Like it don't be right, and then you be like, well, why don't people want to support me? Because you're not doing it right. You know what I mean? So it has to be a level of excellence there.
And just in case people were wondering why her first cousin isn't on A Live, she's given me what I need to do in order to be on A Live. And so we're going to get with my host and we're going to make it happen so that we can be on A Live. But it's really, I mean, people have really taken note to what's going on here. I love this that came from it says, "Dear Angel, congratulations on behalf of the 1 million Black Women in Business program. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted into the fall 2022 cohort at Goldman Sachs. You were chosen from a strong pool of finalists, and we know that with your dedication and commitment, you will benefit from the program and help to create economic opportunity in your community and beyond." How huge is that?
Hey, that's powerful.
That's, you know what? And I was just thinking that many times you don't get that type of notoriety unless you require excellence. And I think a lot of
Yeah.
times people think that you're being mean when you say, "Hey, this doesn't cut the show." But what I am, but not only am I protecting my quality, but I'm also protecting you too. Because when
Yeah.
people see that you're not of quality, they automatically turn you off. And you may have something that's absolutely amazing and magnificent,
Mm-hmm.
but because of the way you presented it, people have turned a deaf ear. So you didn't even get the opportunity to be heard or to present what you have
Yeah.
because you didn't present quality. And so I always tell people when they're doing music, if you're going to present music or record music, spend the money on on the front end,
Oh my
make sure
gosh,
it's
yes.
quality. You can make your money back on the road because
That's
people
right.
will want you and demand you if you presented quality. But when you trash the mixing and you trash the mastering and you put it out there, and I hear the first line and I turn it off because I don't have, I just, that's not what I'm ready to hear, then don't be mad at, oh, now gospel industry hates you and
Right.
they're fake and all these different things. When you got people out here putting money, who you're not promised to be booked, you're not promised to be, but at the end of the day, if anything represent me, I want it to be excellent.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah.
So maybe we could speak a little bit more to that about people. Listen, when you put out something, it represents you and it follows you forever.
Yep.
Because we're in an age now where you can't just delete something and it's gone away anymore.
Right.
So, make sure it's excellent. Even if it means that, I have to wait a couple of months to make sure I get the money to do it the right way, then do that. But don't present
Right.
some trash to me and then you mad because I don't want to play it or I don't want to,
And it's
present
all
it.
about preparation and being
Absolutely.
prepared. Like it goes beyond just, your content. But even if you're starting a business, if you go into a bank and you want a loan and you go in there and you ain't got your stuff together, like you're gonna get dismissed. And so
Right.
everything isn't always racism. Everything isn't always favoritism.
Right.
Sometimes you got to come up to the plate and be ready to
Mhm.
go. You got to make sure you have what you need in order
Understandable.
so that people can be like, oh, you got to make it hard for them to tell you no.
Right.
That's one thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go.
One thing I've learned as far as starting a business here in my city. Like it's a lot of people that have businesses, but I don't see them growing.
Mm.
And one thing I'm learning is take your time. Your business is supposed to be able to sustain
Mhm.
and weather the times, even in a pandemic or
Yeah.
even in an economic crisis or whatever we may be dealing with. It's supposed to be sustained. And so I
Mhm.
tell my wife all the time, I said, there's a logistics side that God has given me to be able to present to people certain things and be able to give them a product that they can't refuse.
Mhm.
Right.
So when we take our time building the business, I don't need to have 60 clients in the first year. No,
Right.
give me 6 or 7 that I can continuously have, and I can
Yeah.
continuously say, hey, Mr. Jackson, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, I want you to come in my every couple of weeks and clean my house for me.
And give
I
them
know I did it last
quality.
week. Yeah, I'm giving them quality. And that's what I
Right.
think, like she said, I think people rush into doing things hastily.
Mm-hmm.
They don't take the time to be able to say, hey, I need to really look at the logistics. I need to really look at
Yeah.
the target audience. I need to really know who am I serving. And if I
Right.
know who I'm serving, I'm able to cater to that position in which now I heard you correctly.
You better
Right.
preach about service.
Yeah.
And I tell you, one thing about it, a lot of people are taking note to a live. Just like I was so excited to see you on Good Day DC, and they were so excited about, someone in the DMV area who's just making so much noise, such as yourself. And I thought that was such a great interview there. But not only that, everybody's talking about your new podcast, The Devil is a Lie. Tell us about that, Angel.
So that was a lie. I was in conversation with some people, and one thing that came up was just how like there's a lot of imposter syndrome that we face. There are a lot of things that we deal with that we don't always have the right people to talk to about it. And
Hmm.
so like I wanted to create a space where we could actually hear from people who are like, yo, no, my life isn't always gravy, and it's not easy for me to get up on stage and do this, and it's not easy for me to just create a business. It's not magic. Yes, I
Hmm.
have imposter syndrome, but here are some different tools that I use to get out of it. So my very first guest, I had Tamar Braxton on, and I love. Do you have that clip? No.
I can get it.
Well, I love that segment because she talked about a conversation she had with Steve Harvey. And as she was growing in the business, she said Steve had told her, he was like, new levels, new devils. And that was like, I heard that. I was like, yo, that is so real. As you continue to climb in life, you're going to hit new devils that people who you may have grew up with, they may not understand. So who you're surrounding yourself with and the messaging that you're able to um, get from what it is that they're sharing with you and what they receive from what they're hearing from you, everybody doesn't always understand and interpret it the same way. So
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell us when we can tune into The Devil is a Lie.
it's on the podcast. So you just go to any of your favorite podcast platforms and you'll be able to tune into it there. So whether it's Apple, Spotify, iHeart, you got Pandora, you tell Pandora, hey, I want to listen to The Devil is a Lie.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, I was also so proud because a lot of people don't know, but you were actually the producer of Tamar Braxton's Under Construction.
Mhm.
And so, a part of
Wow.
being a producer of that show, you were nominated for an NAACP award. And you were also named one of the best dressed. So, I have to just kind of show them real quick.
Nice.
Bam! There they are. There
Beautiful.
it is.
Beautiful.
Looking like a tide. Come on here.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Such a proud moment for our family, for you, for everybody. Just absolutely killing it. What did that mean for you, Angel?
Which part? You said a lot.
Just being nominated for your work.
It's interesting because we actually had this conversation at the awards. It's not often that you are recognized for your efforts. There are a lot of people in the industry. There are a lot of people doing amazing things. So to be called out and said, "Yo, this is what excellence looks like," and we recognize you for that, it's amazing. So I mean, I was very grateful for the opportunity, even just that I was called and was asked, like, "Hey, can you create the show? Can you create the show and can you produce the show?" So to have that opportunity to be able to do that, it was amazing. And the week of the NAACP Image Awards is like actually the first week that Alive launched, and Under
Wow.
Construction is a part of Alive now, so it's under our network as well.
Wow.
That's dope.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's so
Building.
smooth.
That's what you call building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of building, let's transition a little bit. Javis, do we have a date for this album yet? Because we are eagerly awaiting.
Well, I'm thinking probably July 18th. I'm still touching up some areas. You know, that just brings me back to what we were talking about previously about how when people release stuff that they're not ready to release or you're not ready. I think I told you that I was releasing this album last year sometime, right?
Yep.
But I just I wasn't mentally and emotionally, I just wasn't even in the space. I was, I had gone, it's almost like I had backslid back to a point of grieving again and,
Your
my mom and
mom.
just, like my energy was really low and just like I wasn't really excited about the season. And so I knew at that moment, like this isn't the time to really go into the studio and record because you're not feeling good about where you are. But I've gone in like the last 3 weeks and recorded, and I mean the studio was hot. It was good, and it was,
Yeah.
I mean, Crisco oil, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good
sir.
sauce.
Yeah, so I've been I just got 2 songs today back from Salvo, and I'm telling you, like this, like I am so excited right now. Like, so yeah, I'm thinking July 18th for my birthday. I'm thinking that's when I want to release it. But I'm not in a rush. You know what I'm saying? I want everything to be right because for some reason I feel like God is calling me to do a lot of other things, and I'm not sure if this will be the last album, but I know that I feel God pulling me in some other areas later, like it's coming. I discern the times, and so I just want this to be good and be right. So I want to be satisfied with it.
So now, when does your film with Jamie Foxx come out? Because these women trying to see you naked.
Wait, you naked in the film?
I am
Like all the way naked? Can we get a sneak peek? So I can
Inquiring minds want to know, when does the film come out?
I think it's gonna probably be in August or September, but I that's crazy because for some reason I'm like really nervous about like all of my stuff like being out on this movie. I'm like,
Well, how do you know they didn't cut that part?
oh no, they didn't.
Okay.
It's all out. You know what?
Are
We
you
just
singing
want
a
to.
gospel song while it's out, or
We just
I
want to
was
think of
not.
we just want to think of Javis in this way. Let's take a break.
He's a living God. Anybody know that he's a living God? I said he's a living God. Bless the name of the Lord Jesus. He's a mighty God, wonderful God, an awesome God. Our God's not dead. He shut it out. Come on. Throw your heads up in the air. Listen. You are the only living God, everlasting King, Yahweh, Prince of Peace. You are the only living God, everlasting King, Yahweh, Prince of Peace. We worship.
Okay, we just needed to segue that moment. Make sure you guys go to all your digital outlets and download all of Javis Mays' music. Okay, get the music.
I got all this stuff.
Isn't it, man? It's awesome, isn't it?
Hey, you go crazy,
Oh.
bro. Take you there.
So, real quick, don't forget, I'm in a play on the 18th and the 19th of June. It is called Just for the Love of Money. It's going to be in Battle Creek, which is actually Sam's hometown. So
Shout
you
out
guys
to the city.
yes, sir.
Come on.
So make sure you guys get your tickets. VIP tickets are only $50, which include a gift bag with all kinds of gifts in there. You get a meet and greet with me and the rest of the cast, and you get preferred seating. Our general tickets are only $35. It's going to be at the KCC Benda Performing Arts Center in Battle Creek. This show is absolutely amazing. It's a comedy, but it's also a lot of action. You don't want to miss it. Powerful, powerful message. So make sure you guys hit me up to get your tickets. All right. Those of you guys who have been asking about that Ron Tide oil, well, it's still in production. We sold out 100 vials that we had, and so now we're making more. And we're
Okay.
also working on the edible body butter. Don't worry, it's coming. And it's
Edible?
for, oh yes, it's going to be the
Oh, my
edible body
eyes.
butter. Amen. It's going to be for the married because the bedroom is
Episode.
undefiled. So we're working on it. We just got to make sure that the perfume and the edible part, it all works out. But it is in the making. Also, we have the Ron
Why?
Tide
Why does it
Juice.
have to be? Why does it have to be for the married though? Why can't the single still put them some edible body butter on them? I mean, they don't have to let nobody lick it, but they can still put edible body butter on them. The singles can.
I guess. I guess they could put it on them, but no one should be like eating it off of them or anything.
Oh,
I
it's
may
that
wanna lick
kind
my-
of edible.
Oh
may
yes,
wanna lick
God. Oh yes,
I don't want to lick my own arm.
Javis. We don't need to say that you licking anything because I don't. These things are gonna go crazy over here. These comments. Okay. I also have the Ron Tide jewelry line, which is not up on my website just yet, but it will be soon. But you guys, I do have some new bracelets. We got some new necklaces for women. God is doing some things, so just stay tuned. It will be up on the website. But if you come to Just for the Love of Money and come to my booth, you'll be able to get some jewelry as well. All right, let's get into hot topics
Let's do it.
because I'm excited. We got some good stuff tonight. Here we go. Hot topics. All right, so I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news, but there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Monique and D.L. Hughley. Apparently, or allegedly, should I say, they were on a tour together, and Monique is claiming that she was the headliner. D.L. Hughley is saying that he was the headliner, and that he has the contracts to prove it. So there was this, back and forth about the whole ordeal, and Monique went on stage first. She was really upset about it, And as she went onto stage, this is what she said.
What kind of real would ever attack a goddamn black woman? I feel sorry for the Hughley's family. I feel sorry for his wife. Because how you have been a coward.
It's the run for me.
But she said, how he gonna run like a coward? Is that what she said? And then took off running?
No, she said, what kind of bleep bleep man are you to do this to a black woman? I feel sorry for your wife,
Yeah.
Your family.
your
Heard
family,
But what she
And-
said before she took off running?
because you're something like your man. Your man is a coward or something like that. I don't want to put words in her mouth. But so the run just took me out. So now I have here, and unfortunately I don't have it for the screen, but I'm going to read it to you guys. So D.L. Hughley said on from his Instagram page, and shout out to the Shade Room, which we got our information from. This is all coming from the Shade Room, okay? And D.L. Hughley says, all you have to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night, and you'll see who's confused. Against my better judgment over the objections of my team and 4 other occasions where I said no, I decided to take a chance and work with Monique. Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlemagne was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniels was the problem. And I guess now it's my turn. Wow. Monique then responds, the fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of the names versus to your contract implies that you don't have a contract that shows that you are the headliner, like I do. Either show your contract or be quiet. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and who once considered you a comrade in comedy. But I thank you, because DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you opened for the Kings of Comedy and I was the headliner for the Queens of Comedy and you think you should close the show over me is a prime example of the bias that black women have to deal with in this business. I won't even discuss awards. Okay.
So if she has the contract, why she didn't just post the contract?
Right. Now he has posted the contract that showed that he was the headliner. First of all, does anybody else feel like this is super, super petty?
Yeah, and I think the fact that she would be the one to go on and do that on the show and call his family into it, it shows why people don't want to work with her.
That's right. That's right.
Like, what are y'all arguing about? Who cares? Like, headliner, oh, I was the headliner, you were the headliner. Okay.
Is it going to change my check?
Right. But to go on, I mean, at the end of the day, your check has already been pretty much negotiated before you signed the contract. So listen, if you want to say you were the headliner, fine. I just need to make sure that my check was what it said it was going to be.
Right. I like that, Bishop. If you don't want to play the game, get out.
Yeah. But I just feel like for Monique, I think she feeds into the angry black woman syndrome because she's always angry. It's
And
But
playing
we're
the
not going to
victim.
talk about Monique like that because I've worked with her.
Okay. Oh, this is good.
No, it's not. I've worked with her and I enjoyed working with her. So
I don't. But see, this is the thing though. I don't believe that Monique is a mean person. I believe that she's a great person. I think that
She
when
makes
she
foolish
becomes
choices.
Angry,
Yes.
she makes really bad decisions. You know.
I think that she acts out of emotion. I can understand.
Yes, and I think that's not good for if you say you want to support black women in the industry,
Mhm.
then you have to represent them in a better way,
Okay.
because
I can
you
rock
can't fight for the black women, and this is what you always present. Not that you're not presenting other things, but if
Right.
this is the stuff that's always getting the headline,
Right.
it's not good, Monique. And you always make other people say, I don't know if I want to work for her, because every time she gets into an argument, she goes to social media rather than
Oh
deal with
yeah.
it, the legal process, or, deal with it how most rich people deal with it, a lawyer, you
Well, she
know?
may have a lawyer that's working on it, but
Yeah, but she needs
she's
to stay
very
off the
in
social
tune
media.
with her community, and she likes to keep everybody informed of what is going on.
She's overly defensive. Thank you,
From
Kevin.
her
Bishop,
perspective at all
emotions
times.
lose money. Absolutely. Now, I like how D.L. Hughley said this too. He said, okay, wait, we heard about Steve Harvey was a problem, Lee Daniels was a problem, Netflix was the problem. Now it's my turn. He says, at some point, it can't be everyone else. It's you. Lesson learned. I didn't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh, not hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. I wonder who's next. Whew.
You know what? And now I'll say this. I do believe that she shouldn't have talked about her contract during the concert, especially live. However, I believe that DL, I hold men higher to a higher standard. I always do. I feel like we are high. We should be held to a higher accountability,
Why?
and that's just me. I do, especially black men, because I feel like we are the leaders of our communities, of our families. We should be. And so I think DL could have just said, you know what, I'm not going to respond to this. Because I think sometimes you have to get to a place where you say, you know what, they'll be talking about somebody else tomorrow. But I think our maturity level, especially as famous black people, we have to change the narrative. And if we're always going at it with each other over social media, then that's what people are starting to remember about us.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in a fight with Monique. Like, you know what? One thing, I'm not about to get on the social media and fight with a lady, not one of our black sisters. I'm just not doing it. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I
I
mean,
think he handled it pretty integral because all he pointed out is the fact that he didn't think what she did was right and how he fought to work with her against his team's recommendation. I went against my team's better judgment and work with you. And he was responding to what she said and just letting her know, like, Monique, I had no problem with you. Matter of fact, I took up for you against my team. And
I wouldn't
then,
have called the Precious though.
well,
You know, that was a dig. That was a real dig.
and it was good, and it was a good one.
That was a real dig.
It was
But
good.
but
You
but but
know,
like I fight for black women, like I really do. And so I don't ever want anybody disrespecting our black women. Not that black men should be disrespected either, but I
right?
really don't want, when I look at my daughter, my wife, whatever, like I don't want anybody disrespecting black women. So I always make it my business to be very mindful, even if I'm mad, of how I refer to a woman, especially a black woman, because I feel like if we're gonna train the next generation, we have to be it. Like we have to start somewhere, and we've lost that.
Yeah,
Like I just like I'm just not I'm
yeah,
not about to go at it with like I just feel like to whom much is given, much is required. They need to realize that their audiences are too big now for certain things that we say and do. Calling that black, you know what Precious was. Calling her that was just.
He
And you
wasn't
think Monique
calling
gonna
her
let that go?
precious.
Do
He
you think
said
Monique gonna
that
let that
she's
go?
yeah.
he said that he's turning into the character she played on Precious, which was a very cruel woman that
Do you
Precious'
think
mother
do,
was.
do, do you think she gonna let that go though?
Well, I, yeah, well, yeah. Maybe he should
Not
have not said
Monique.
that.
Monique is
What's our next
not
hot
about.
topic?
Okay, we're gonna get off Monique.
Let's
Well,
go.
now we have been talking about for months now how the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and of course George Floyd and so many people who have lost their lives because of police brutality and things of that nature. But the only problem that I have is then we do things like this, and then we want to holler black, black pride and Black Lives Matter. Take a look.
Oh, no, 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 no.
You got a body there.
Can we
Okay,
play it again?
sure.
It happened so fast.
Oh, no, 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 no.
You got a body there.
They took the police keys.
Now come on. Now come on. Because my thing is, now if somebody had a knee on somebody's neck, or if they would have shot him, we would have been on there talking about my black brother. Now why did y'all?
And I still would have, because those actions do not. Yeah, because those actions do not make it okay to shoot and to shoot. A
It
man
doesn't, but stop
hard.
provoking those people too. Now,
No.
They don't always
No, that's not provoking.
Right.
That's provoking an arrest. That's not provoking someone shooting you.
I
know?
understand that, but
And
my
so-
thing is, if you getting arrested, comply. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
saying
I
that they
agree with
always
that.
right.
I agree with that, but I'm just saying that they actually kill people, masses of people, and walk out and go to Burger King. So
Yeah.
I'm saying those little black boys throwing
Yeah.
keys, it's just not enough for us to even normalize that. Okay, y'all got shot. No, they should have gotten arrested.
No.
We cannot normalize you getting shot because y'all were playing games with the police with no weapons. See,
Yeah.
because these people, I mean, it was funny too. I saw that like last week and I laughed for a good 20 minutes. Not that it was okay, but I don't want to normalize ever. It's okay to shoot an innocent.
And
I
I'm
wouldn't say
not saying
innocent,
that. I guess
an
my
unarmed
point is
person.
we
Anyone,
have
what
to.
the color
It's
is.
not.
I'm not saying that. I just think that we shouldn't provoke the police either, and because my thing is they already, they're upset because you've done whatever crime, and so maybe they feel passionate about it, and then you're gonna toss their keys around, and somebody gonna get away with them. I just think that's asking for trouble.
It is.
Let's try to, comply as much as we can so we don't become a statistic.
Let's
I've
have
always
a-
been taught. Like I got pulled over the other day, yesterday. Now I was going fast, so I wasn't mad at him. All he wanted was my money, no points or nothing. So whatever, I'll pay the ticket. And so when he got to my window, you should have saw me. I was at 10 and 2. He said, "Can I see your license?" I said, "I'm reaching my hand into my pocket just to get my driver's license," and I did. And he said, "Can I see your registrations and insurance?" I said, "I'm going to my glove compartment where my registration is, very slowly, Mr. Officer." And I opened the glove compartment. He said, "Can you get my insurance?" I said, "Well, can you look it up so I don't have to dig through there?" They can look that up. It's Progressive. So he looked it up. But you should have saw me when he came back to the car with the ticket. I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'm reaching my hand to get the ticket from you now. I literally did it just like that because it's crazy out here. And I'm as black as they get.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I think there's a level of maturity that has to come with these young brothers, man. It is a little humorous for them to play get you got you with the keys. I get it. Yeah, keep away with the keys, but that's still sitting a level. We can't normalize ignorance,
Right.
and I think that's somewhat what it points to.
Yeah.
A little bit of ignorance, and if grandma would have been there, or if mama would have been there, they probably wouldn't have acted that way. But
I don't know. We're in a different day and
we've been-
time. These
True.
kids don't care no more.
We've been done. We've done so wrong. Like Javis said, we've been done so wrong when it comes to being shot and killed innocently. That it was a shoot. Y'all, are we gonna get this arrested? Oh, bet. we about to play with y'all. We about to give y'all a hard time. So in that moment, that's probably what they were thinking. Like, hey, y'all doing us wrong for years. Y'all doing us, hey, doing this and that. We about to give y'all a taste of y'all own medicine. It may not be as far, but we gonna play with y'all real quick. It's just crazy because I heard earlier today.
Being
right.
We don't know what the situation was.
But that wasn't cool. And those poor police officers, they was all discombobulated. Like, oh, what? I'm like, what in the world? How long y'all been in the field?
But like you said, it's not, especially in the times that we're living in, it's just not wise to play around and play games, because the truth of the matter is, if a police officer shoot you, majority of the times they're gonna get off. So
and you're gonna be gone.
Yeah, you're gonna be gone, and you're gonna leave a whole bunch of pain to your family and friends and the ones who love you. So just, what I'm saying, chill out. Follow rules, obey the laws, and when you're caught, like just comply.
Right.
At this point,
I just read a story.
Yeah,
I just read a story in I think it was Kansas City, where a man and a woman were in a car that was stolen. The man jumps the fence. The woman gets out and starts to kind of walk, run from her. Put your hands up. She's pregnant. They shoot her 5 times, unarmed or nothing. She wasn't armed or any of that. But shoot her 5 times. She tells you that she's pregnant. Now, what happens if you shoot her, kill her, you going for double murder? But would that stand in the court of law because they told her to put your hands,
Did she
drop
die?
on the ground, get on the ground? She like, I can't. No, I don't think so. But they like, get on the ground. She like, I can't. I literally can't get on the ground as if you want me to. But y'all shoot me 5 times because I'm not abiding by the law that you wanted me to, and I'm telling you that I'm pregnant. That doesn't mean anything to you. You shoot me 5 times.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's very, very sad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I'm saying, like, we have to be careful.
That's tough,
yes,
man.
We want our people to comply and do the right thing, but we have to be very careful with making statements that some may take as, it's okay if you get shot when you're playing with the police, because there have been many people that have done way more to the police, have been violent to the police, and they got arrested. They didn't get shot. So from my viewpoint, just looking, yes, they were playing and they were being ignorant and doing some childish things, but none of them were being violent with the police. None of them had weapons. So no, it's not okay to shoot them. But at the end of the day, like you said, y'all stop playing games. It's just not the time. And right now, police are heightened. And if you were a police officer, you probably would be too. I could not trust myself to be a police officer, because the moment you make the wrong move, I may shoot you. I don't want that level of responsibility, because it just seems like too much to get out of a car at 12 midnight, to walk up to a dark car at night. Like, I don't want that responsibility, because I'm gonna shoot you. I can tell you that. I'm shooting first. And Ron, I carry my wallet everywhere I go. I carry my gun everywhere I go, even at church. When I go to the grocery store, when I go to the church, when I go to the mall, I take my gun everywhere I go, and it's on me. I'm in Florida now, so we can do that over here. But listen,
he be wondering why people be lifting their hands. When he's singing, they be scared. They be like,
"Y'all better
don't shoot me."
Y'all better lift them. Lift your hands, church.
All right, let's move on to something a little lighter. Do you guys remember Paris Bennett from American Idol?
Yeah.
I love Paris. We're very friendly with each other. I don't like to call everybody my friend, but I like Paris. She like me. We cool.
Oh.
But she posted some new music the other day, and I'm curious what you guys think. Kick it or keep it.
I know I've been changed. You know that I know I've been changed. Good Lord, I know I've been changed. You know the angels in heaven done sign my name. I know I've been changed. You know that I know I've been changed. You know that. I say too much, but I'm Minnesota nice. I was dealt this hand not once but twice. Fire burns, I'm a seeker, true believer, so trust I see it. From hashtag the shade room, say what you want, I'm in the room. Never chasing cloud, it's not my brew. I can tell my own little gossip boo. Season 5, top 5 AI. Now I'm pushing P's on paper. Big dreams, big games, byways. Better put respect on my name. My name. I'm just kidding.
What do we think?
So it was good. It was cool. I don't like the video though.
I think that the video was disturbing for me. I think one of the reasons why the video was disturbing for me was because her vocals, her movement of her lips, they were following the sound.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
And I noticed her hair when she was singing, it was straight. When she started rapping, it was like curly. I don't know. You know, as a producer, I noticed stuff like that. Like where y'all didn't make sure.
Hair sings.
She sings.
I mean, hands down,
Let's be
she
clear.
sings.
She sings.
Yeah, she. You know, the notes was cool for me. I don't really care about the rap
I don't care
part,
for the song.
but that's just.
Yeah, it was a drastic.
You know what I'm saying?
jump.
It wasn't like. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh dang, I gotta bang that in the real. It wasn't one of them moments. It was like, oh, okay, I heard it. That's smart.
I really want to
She
hear
get a 6 from me.
Yeah, I really want to hear what music she comes up with because there's no doubt she can sing. Paris sings down.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we saw her at 17 on Idol, I mean, she was killing then. But, you know, I think production is everything. Getting the right songs, the right producers, all that. And I'm not saying that that's not it. I'm just saying that I'm excited to see what she does with this new music she's getting ready to put out.
I think
All
we
right.
needed to get a break before she started rapping. Like, give me a chance to transition into whatever you about to do.
Yeah, it just kind of like came out of nowhere.
And the height of the song, like the song she sang, that's an old school banger, classic. Like we know that, but
It's on pace.
the production with it and the music with it is like you can't really take that song and say, hey, I'm rapping to it hard. It didn't fit.
Wait, I've been changed, but then put respect on my name. I was really confused.
Well, because but then she said, I was just joking. Did you catch that part?
I did. But I mean, Paris, I'm not saying anything bad because you know I love you and I love your music. I'm
Nah,
just
that
we're
ain't
just
it.
listening and hey.
She gonna get this criticisms from other people, so she understand if it's gonna come from some people, it's gonna come from our own and really Christian people that really music and really do this. I'd rather you tell me the truth than lie to me.
Yeah, but I'll call her and tell her. I'm not gonna blast her now. I ain't gonna blast her.
Nah, none of that.
Well, why you asking us on the show then, Ryan?
Well, because I was just curious what you guys thought, but you know.
Oh, okay.
Renee says, I didn't like it. She's an awesome singer, but rapping is not for her. You know, I think everybody wants to do that crossover, kind of like what they see Beyonce doing, but Beyonce's a genius. We all can't do what Beyonce does.
Even if she's not a genius, she's married to Jay-Z. Like, I mean, that's
Yeah.
The money itself.
Yeah.
So
Like,
but I think we just have to stay in our lanes. I mean, it's just like and I love Mary, but I think there's things that Mary does with Warren that a lot of people can't do. They're in LA with all that money. They have really good production. So it's stuff that everybody shouldn't try to do because they don't have that level of production behind their voice to make it sound relevant. You know, when it comes to that like what do you call it? Like crossover industry type sound. Because otherwise it sounds like bubblegumish and like really silly, like you're trying too hard. but they're in a place and they have the production and the money to make it sound like it needs to sound. You ever hear like a really churchy singer trying to do like a crossover type song, and it does not give you what it needs to give you, and it's probably because of the production. Keisha says everyone ain't B though. Correct, correct. We know that, and we want the Hive to know that we know that. We not saying nothing, nothing. Okay. Renee Rogers, right? It's definitely not for everyone. No. Kevin says I agree with Renee. All right, let's move on to our last topic here,
And
which is let's go off on a high because I'm super excited because Martin the sitcom is doing a reunion. So I don't know if you guys were aware or not. I'm excited about this because I watched Martin. Did you guys watch Martin?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Martin was
It's
probably
I
one of my
know.
favorites. So some of your favorite '90s sitcoms have been reuniting for specials since the pandemic started, and Martin is getting the same treatment as the cast is reuniting for Martin the Reunion, which premieres on BET Plus on June 16th. The 90-minute special will bring the cast back to the most iconic moments of the show's five-season run. In addition, musical performance, drop-ins from special guests, and a tribute to the late Tommy Ford, who played Tommy on the series, will commemorate the occasion. So you'll see Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell, Tashina Arnold, and Carl Anthony Payne III. They will all be joined by Effion Crockett, who will be hosting the reunion special. So this is really cool. This is the first time you'll see Tisha Campbell and Martin in front of the camera together in 15 years. So that's pretty big as well. What do we think about that? Are we excited about that, guys?
I'm
What
excited.
they gonna do? They just gonna talk?
Yeah, it's kind of like, did you see the Family Matters reunion special? Yeah. Like, I'm excited about it. It's kind of like when I saw the Different World reunion special. Like, A Different World made me want to go to college. And you couldn't tell me
Made
the
me want to go to Howard specifically.
It made me want to go to FAMU.
Right.
That's why I went to Howard.
It's probably FAMU.
I'm so jealous I didn't go to an HBCU.
That's,
But anyway,
that's why I'm a
For
rider
sure.
there.
but it made you want to go to a HBCU, but it made you want to go to college. And you couldn't tell me the Jasmine guy was not Whitley for real in real life. Like the
That
level
part.
Oh yeah.
the level of acting and just they were they were just so good that it was so real that to this day when I watch reruns I'm like, this was like so black and so good and just such a proud era for our culture. And so I was really excited to see a reunion special to see what they were up to and how they still communicate with each other. And I kind of feel the same way about Martin. The only thing is it was so much drama with Tisha and Martin that I don't know how I feel about seeing them all together again. It's going to be different without Tommy. It's always hard when you have like a major player who is deceased and then everybody else is there but them. It just almost doesn't seem right. But I mean, I guess you got to do it. But that's going to be a little difficult. But I'm curious if Tisha and Martin have genuinely reconciled.
You're muted.
Yeah. Um. I,
I think they have, just based on some of the videos and pictures that they've shown just on their stories, hanging out. I think it's also a testament that people can really have a fallout and that they can be
A
reconciled.
nasty fallout.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
with huge allegations. Like that was
Yeah.
a big deal. Like those allegations
I mean,
that
it
she had
was,
against
'cause-
Martin, that was huge. And
Well-
that could have really ruined his career.
Yeah.
well, I believe that probably most of the things that she said about him probably was true.
That
So
part.
I think that's why it was probably easier for them to reconcile, because when a person
Yeah.
who's wronged you take responsibility for their actions, apologize, and make it right, I think it's easy to reconcile versus someone lying on you to the world and making you look like a fool for real. Now, I may forgive you,
That's
but
good.
man, you're not hanging out no more. right?
Right.
But if I've done something wrong to you and you accuse me of it, and I know I've done it wrong, and I've matured 20, 25 years later and really say, you know what, I got to own this. And you go back and you own it and you apologize, that person perhaps can forgive you and say, yo, let's move on. It was 20, 25 years ago. We're different people. We've evolved. But the great thing about it is you've acknowledged that you did something wrong. You know, so I think that people can be reconciled when people just acknowledge, you know what? Hey, I need to own that I made some bad decisions.
But is that what we're looking for in the reunion? Like how they reconcile? Like,
I don't think you're gonna get that.
Do you think they won't address it at all?
I think it will probably come up. However,
No.
I don't know what are we looking for and hearing from them right now. Like what's
You know, Angel, I think that's a good question. Like, what are we looking for? I'm not really looking for anything because I'm just the type like I don't really care. But you're right, because there's another audience that says, I want to know what happened. Tell me everything. And for some of us,
and that's really all
like,
they want to know.
You know, and
that's
some
why
of
they're
us,
gonna
like,
watch it.
Because, and to be honest, nobody's interested in a reboot.
I hope
it's
they don't.
classic TV that's closed, never to be
watching, and we're still watching the old ones, and they're
and
good.
we're good with that.
And we're good with that.
Right.
Please
So
don't.
They still good. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they don't address it.
I think so like Fresh Prince did ones like back I think like last year sometime. And you know, Uncle Phil wasn't there, and they had a moment in that where it was a little touching. It was a heartfelt. But I think just coming how they evolved and things that did as past and the connection and the chemistry that they had, just taking that time to come in people's living rooms and say, hey, we're not going to do a reboot, but we want to give y'all a special as well.
Well, I think what was good about the
Comes
Fresh
down to
Prince.
now, as far as
I'm sorry,
Martin and Gina.
Yeah, audio.
No, you go ahead.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up, so I didn't mean to cut you off. But I think what was interesting about the Fresh Prince reunion is that they did deal with the elephant in the room, which is his relationship with the first Aunt Viv. And so that was something we all had heard about. We all kind of wanted to know. And to see that reconciliation publicly, it was powerful not only for them, but for all of us, because we knew for years that there was definitely issues there, and that's why she was asked to leave the show. So I think that was a powerful moment. But then they took it a step further, and they took us behind the scenes and showed us never before seen footage and just things about the show that we didn't know. And it was very good marketing that made me want to watch it. You know, it's right. You know, and Will Smith is really good about that. He has a very good team. Like, even when you look at his Peacock show, the new show Bel Air, like, they're really good at grabbing you in and getting you excited about seeing new episodes and a new season and things of that nature. Whereas the same thing with that reunion. I wanted to see it, one, because when I saw the first Aunt Viv, I said, here we go. You know, people, you know, were pouring glasses of wine and popping popcorn. They was ready. You hear me? And, you know, when they were showing even the moment about Uncle Phil, all that, I think it made you want to see it. It took you back to wherever you were in the 90s when you were watching the show. Yeah. But with this Martin reboot, they haven't given us anything to say, oh gosh, I need to watch this.
Or who cares? Like, what are...
Or why should we care?
Right, like, I mean, he's continuously been making movies since Fresh Prince of Bel Air. We've continued to see him.
Sure.
I feel like outside of Martin, and Martin really hasn't been in any movies lately. Everybody else, they've just been doing,
Bad Boys.
like, stage plays. Yeah, how long ago was Bad Boys? That was over 10 years ago.
No, he just did a Bad Boys movie a few years ago.
Exactly, and she doesn't know about it. You know, so that's the point. You know, it's like it's not really.
And Tashina is on a new sitcom. She's on a sitcom with Cedric.
Oh, what?
I didn't know that. See, that's what I'm saying. What they're doing now, it's not given.
It's not relevant.
Right.
Isn't that what the people say? It's not given.
Poor Tisha.
But even outside of
her shows keep getting canceled.
That
But
last
this is
concert
my
she
point.
that last concert she did was terrible. That's why.
Carl Payne be in every other play with me. So
That's why I said they're in stage plays now. So, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but
it's not because we get
you
our, everybody get
gotta,
their chicken.
you're gonna have to sell this a little bit more as to why do I want to sit here and watch it.
Yeah.
James, you a fool.
That's supposed to be praying for people. Y'all laughing at me.
Y'all something else, man.
You know
That's
what?
just
Yo, but when you really think about it, think about like most of us now, we're so busy watching Netflix or all of the new thing or Hulu or all of the new things that are coming out now that what we had with Family Matters,
A different world.
Martin, a
It was a
different world,
bond.
living single.
living
my God.
single. Listen, that was everything for us. You know what?
Yes.
I don't need you to go back and recreate that. That was amazing. Give me that. Let me live with that.
But you know what?
There
I
are times
think I
on a
would
Saturday.
want to see. I would want to see in a different world reboot. I want to know.
Well, they tried that with I think that show of The Heel or something on BET. I think they
That
kinda-
wasn't really a reboot. It was just it was Whitley, or not Whitley, but it was Jasmine Guy playing a part of an HBCU, a show
they were-
centered around
they
HBCU.
They were trying to model FAMU, on that show too.
But I
Called
think
The
I would
Hill
like to.
and Howard, the capstone. No,
I would like to see how,
I'm gonna give you
like
that,
her
Angel.
and Dwayne having children, grown up, and then them going to Hillman, that kind of thing. It would have to be done right, obviously.
I think we have a lot of creative people.
Hey, I'm gonna
today
be
that
real.
just create new
I'm a
shows.
Martin fan. I got a jacket and all that. I'm a fan, so I won't watch it honestly. But just because I get it, this is what it is. But I am a Martin fan. Show.
I'm gonna watch it just. Yeah, I think we're all Martin fans here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it just to see if I can grab something from it to talk about on the show.
I think the creativity that we have in today's generation.
You gonna make
we
me
can
watch
create
it, bro?
new shows. We can create new shows for this time. I like the old Different World, the old Cosby's, the old Hillman, the old whatever it was. All of the old shows. I like them, man, and I'm not trying to change them. Like, there's some days when I get a Saturday off, I would just binge watch them shows.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
man, this was crazy. And it's like you sitting there waiting for a surprise, like you don't already know what happened.
Right.
But
TV
it was
One
good
has
TV.
a different world in rotation.
it was good TV, and it always had some type of
Yeah,
positive
for sure.
spin, at the
It had a
end. That
great
was-
message.
Yeah. So
But
I
one thing I appreciate about Tyler Perry is he's really good at taking our old 80s, 70s, 90s actors and resurrecting their careers, and they're coming out strong. I think about what he did with Felicia Rashad, because to think about it, we hadn't really seen much from her, and then he threw her in for Color Girls and a couple other movies, and she was amazing as always.
and then she's where? At Howard now. You know that,
And
right?
she's now at Howard as the dean, yeah. And
That's two.
also,
Claire Huxtable.
I mean, he went and got Keisha Knight Pulliam, put her on a sitcom.
yeah.
Now, I'm sure some people watch it. He who else did he grab from? He really he made Janet act better than I've seen her act since Benny. Allegedly. So, yeah.
All right, crazy.
Well, we are over our time by 14 minutes. So, I think, any last comments or anything, guys? Anything you want to share before we go?
I love everybody.
Hey, good doing the show with y'all. Angel, good meeting you.
Yeah.
James,
Angel,
good
it was
meeting-
definitely
seeing
good meeting
again,
you.
brother.
I'm gonna have to follow you on social
Yeah,
media
yeah.
so I can talk junk.
Please do.
Yeah, I down.
Make sure y'all
Go to
check
the
out The Devil is a
podcast.
Lie.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Check
and
it
I'll
out, check it out, check it
definitely.
out. We looking out for new music from Javis. For all your cleaning needs, make sure you check out Breath of Fresh Air.
Come on.
And we know that we can reach out to Breath of Fresh Air by going to, where is it at? I'm
Breath
sorry.
of Fresh Air 0222 @gmail.com.
That's it. Bam. Y'all make sure y'all hit them up, okay? Get your houses clean and, all that stuff. Get your tickets just for the love of money. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be an amazing show. Go to all of your digital outlets. Make sure you download all of Javis's music, and we're patiently awaiting for his new album. Javis, when can we get a new season of your reality show?
We're in contract negotiations right now, so I'll have an update sometime soon. I'm hoping that it's next year. I'm not interested in doing anything right now, but getting this album out, honestly. But it's not a one-man show, so I'm trying to be as nice as possible.
Well, what is Jarvis doing right now? Is he working on new music or?
Jarvis is finishing up some new music right now as well, and it's really good. He released a new song a few weeks ago, maybe about a month and a half ago.
Is he back singing for Jesus or no?
No, he's not back singing for Jesus right now. He's singing for the devil.
Hey.
We old school. That's what I tell him too. I'm like, boy, you singing for the devil right now. No, but he's
But you naked in a movie.
Nah,
They both naked.
He's doing some love music. He's doing some love music right now, but it's really good though. Like tired of this thing called Love. The song is dope for
Is
real.
somebody shooting pool?
No, this is my dog over here playing, being bad right now.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to I love that from y'all 40.
This is Ali.
Oh, hi.
All right. Well, wait now.
And
He's a
everybody
good
can
dog.
follow me on social media at
Yes.
the Angel Nicole. It's THEE Angel Nicole.
Well, Angel. You say the Angel?
The Angel, not the. Stop laughing.
Something about your attitude, yeah.
You guys make sure that you download Ashley's I'm Depending on You. And she's working to release new music soon as well. She's got a new single coming soon, so we're excited about that as well. Ashley, we missed you today. We also miss Pastor Monique today. She's traveling. She has some very, very big news that I was hoping she'd be able to come on and tell us today. But we'll wait until next week, and I'm sure she'll come in and let us know. But it's huge. Big news. Huge.
The Angel, give us again. It's the Angel.
The Angel Nicole. THEE Angel Nicole.
Got it. Okay. TAH. Okay.
I said it's the.
All right.
The Angel Nicole. What?
All right, guys. We love you for free. We'll talk to you next week.